Oh man, today is gonna be a good day. I woke up this morning not really knowing if today was gonna be a good day or a bad day, but I was looking around just to make sure that this story was in fact true, and it seems like it is. And this right here just made my day. And it made my day. So, if you can't tell by the title of the video and what I'm showing you here, Teespring bans all Antifa merchandise. Oh, geez, I wonder why. I wonder why. All right, well, let's read further, shall we? Um, let's see. There's actually a bigger version of this tweet that's going to be easier to read, so I'll get to that later. I'll also leave a link in the description to this post millennial article. So, so, um, so this article was written by, you're obviously going to see the name here, Ian Miles Cheong. Probably butchered that. My bad, man. I didn't mean to butcher your name. A writer over in Montreal, Quebec, it looks like. All right, so Teespring, the popular drop shipping service, uh, um, shipping service for T-shirts and other merchandise, has banned Antifa-related merchandise. All right. Um, Teespring is not a fascist company. It's funny that that's what they respond with. I mean, here's the funny thing. Even if they were, I mean, they're being fascist to fascists, but I'll get into that later. Um, the company wrote in a statement on Twitter, due to the recent increases of violent Antifa content, we have removed all Antifa related listings until we are able to review the intent behind the designs. And here's one of their shirts right here. It's got a big black flag with arrows pointing to a red flag. I'm I don't know. I'm assuming insinuating the fact that they're communists. Here's the funniest thing about Antifa though. They're communists and they're also anarchists at the same time. I don't um I, I don't know how you can be a communist and an anarchist at the same time. They contradict each other. That's like being an atheist Christian. You can't really be an atheist and a Christian at the same time. They contradict each other. But anyways, actually, it looks like there's actually a Twitter page called Antifa International, and they released a tweet right here. Teespring, just actually, you know what? Maybe I should do a little bit of a, I'm gonna do the whining white liberal voice because I'm just gonna relish in this moment. Teespring just shut down our t-shirt fundraiser. Why? Because our shirts contain the word Antifa. Okay, it's enough of that. Um, Now, just to make this clear, Teespring did release a statement saying that they that the word Antifa is against their like terms of service or something. I that's probably the only thing with Antifa International I'm actually going to agree with. I think they did lie about that, but I think the reason why Teespring doesn't want anything to do with Antifa is because of honestly the recent violence they've been getting involved with and being a business like Teespring, why the hell would you want to be associated with that? I mean, you wouldn't want to associate with the KKK or the Westboro Baptist Church, right? Why the hell would you want to associate yourself with Antifa? But anyways, Teespring is not a fascist company. Due to the recent increase of violent Antifa content, we have removed all Antifa. Oh yeah, I already read this, didn't I? I already read that. Um, well, except for the last part down here where it says reviewing this content will take some time, so we appreciate your understanding. All right, so the company has put out a message last night after far left activists complained that their items were getting delisted and removed by the website. Teespring sent out a notification to numerous users stating that the word Antifa is in violation of our acceptable and use policy and not permitted by Teespring. Again, I don't think they're being truthful about that. I think the reason why Teespring is disassociating themselves with Antifa is because they're a terrorist organization group. I mean, but it's I'm not mad at Teespring for that. I can see why they wouldn't want to support them. I don't want to support them. Like most people in this country doesn't want anything to do with them. Just like most people in this country doesn't want anything to do with the Westboro Baptist Church or the KKK. So and like and it's like and it pretty much goes to the it pretty much gets to this point. It's like why why would you want to why would you hate you realize if you're like against like the KKK or the Westboro Baptist Church and you join Antifa, you realize you're just supplementing a hate group with another hate group, right? Like that's pretty much what you're doing. But anyways, um here's the here's the letter that was sent um right here that was sent out. I'm not really gonna read into that because I would probably need a magnifying glass. Because of how small that is. I don't know why they didn't enlarge that a little bit, but again, I'm gonna leave the link in the description to this website in the description, so you can go ahead and check it out yourself. Um, there's also tons of other news organizations that have been putting out the same story too, so you can also check those too. Uh, this is probably going to be the only one I'm going to link to though, because I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. An account called Antifa International with over 28,000 followers. Oh, geez, I wonder why so little. And Teespring asked Teespring why they had shut down their fundraiser. In a long thread detailing the company's new policy, it claims that Teespring removed their shirts in previous years, including the ones that had the words "This hammer smashes fascists." Oh man. If Teespring doesn't want if Teespring doesn't want anti-fascists to use their platform, they shouldn't. They should be honest about the reasons. I agree with this actually. I believe Teespring should be honest and say the real reason why they don't want anything to do with Antifa, because they're a freaking hate group. Because they're a hate group. That's why they don't want anything to do with them, which I can understand why. Not doing so leads one to speculate about what side they are on when they fight against bigotry, fascism, and hatred. Oh man, this is like the Antifa account wrote. This is beautiful. When I just read that last line, that described Antifa more than anything. Antifa is talking about themselves and they don't even know it. Wow. So much self unawareness right there. So much of it. In response to Teespring's statement, the company faced a barrage of criticism from Antifa aligned accounts. That was going to come eventually. Accusing them of being fascist, yeah, because Antifa's not fascist at all. I mean, they've never like tried to stop people from speaking at college campuses. I mean, they've never, like that's never happened. They don't beat up people who disagree with them. I mean, that's never happened. I mean, they never like surrounded Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens outside of a restaurant a couple years back and called Candace Owens a race traitor. That never happened. This is crazy. They were also calling Charlie Kirk a Nazi too. Yeah, calling a Jew a Nazi. Wow. I mean, it, wouldn't that be like equivalent to calling a black guy a white supremacist? I don't know, man. Well, actually, I think that does happen sometimes. But anyways, so so for refusing to provide its platform with violent extremist movement, which yeah, understandable again. Um, it's 2020. Wrote Antifa International. Hey, Antifa International. It's 2020 is not an argument. Oh my god. That isn't an argument. It isn't, okay? Saying it's 2020 is not an argument. If your company has to publicly state, we're not a fascist company, we've just removed anything that says Antifa on it, which, yeah, to be fair, that is what they said, even though I don't think they're being truthful about that. I think the real reason, like I said, is because they don't want anything to do with the violent extremist movement, which is understandable. I mean, the same reason why Teespring wouldn't want anything to do with any other hate group. I mean, it makes sense to me. But the thing is, though, is at least like Teespring looks at all hate groups the same, which is good. I that's what I do. I look at all hate groups the same. I don't care what like political side they lean on. A hate group is a hate group to me. I don't care if they swing left or they swing right. I don't give a shit. A hate group is a fucking hate group. Okay. While continuing to sell stuff that supports fascist groups. It's so lovely that they didn't even name. They didn't even name a hate group, a fascist group out here. Geez, I wonder why. Maybe because I don't know. They probably would have said something like, I don't know. I think Undoomed. I think has Teespring merchandise. They're probably calling him a fascist, which is funny because I don't even think Undoomed is even right wing. Yeah. But see, that's the thing though, is unless you're like super far left like these guys, you're automatically right wing. I mean, Cenk Uygur, like from the Young Turks, even really thinks the same. I mean, that dude is so far left. He actually thinks Hollywood is conservative. It's actually kind of funny. Um. All right, so you're not really convincing anyone with your non-fascist credentials. Okay. Um. All right, so perhaps it's time for communists to seize the means of production. That kind of sounds like a threat right there. And take their protest to Teespring headquarters and would take less work to establish their own printing press, surely. You know that when Antifa says protest, they actually mean riot, right? Like when has Antifa ever done a peaceful protest? I mean, I can't really think of any. But yeah, so apparently yeah, I mean, I don't know if I was Teespring, I would probably have the headquarters probably heavily guarded because there's going to be here's one thing I hope though. I hope Teespring doesn't back down from this. And that is the entirety of the article. So yeah, that is the article right there. And Teespring bans all Antifa merchandise. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised to even see this happen, but anyways, but hey, I'm glad it happened nonetheless. They need to be put in their place. So, all right. Anyways, that is pretty much it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video and you definitely want to see more like this, then why not drop in a like there? Um, you can leave a comment too. You can share this video. Subscribe if you like this content. I'm definitely going to be uploading more often now. Like I said in my previous couple of videos, I'm not sticking to a schedule yet, so don't expect that for at least a while or if ever. I don't know if I'm ever even going to be sticking to a schedule, but I don't know, maybe. But anyways, yeah, so I guess that is all for now. Peace.